Greetings, myself Ruthresh Kumaran, registration number H320113, criminal or elective student. My topic of presentation is identification. The determination of individuality of a person based on a certain physical characteristic is known as identification. To get an exact fixation of a personality, impartial or incomplete identification of a person, so this is what we call identification. The necessity of identification is that to identify a living person who has been lost or found, a dead or the deceased person or a body, a decomposed body, a mutilated body, a burned body, or a skeletal remains. Identification helps in identifying the race, age, sex, stature, etc. of the person, or the deceased person. To be more specific, identification data are being analyzed from the what has been found, the identified of a living person or a dead or a mutilated or burnt or any remains or skeletal remains. What we actually do is get data from it. What kinds of data do we get? We get the race. For example, if it's a dead or alive person, if you are able to find the hair of the person or the skin tone, composure, or posture of the body, framework, and eye color. Using this, we can narrow it down to which part of the world they belong to. If they have a dark brown or an eyelid which is different, it could be from Asia or US, America. Which race they belong to, which religion or the zone they were born into. With this identification, we can narrow down the list of people who this person might be, and then the religion. Based upon the religion, we can identify which. Again, where the place he might origin, and sex, whether it's a male or female. And using the age, we can find the missing list or the people who have gone unknown. Complexion, feature, external feature, muscularity, moles, scars, birthmarks, and any injuries or implantations made within the body will be helpful to identify the person. Tattoos, present trend penetration that everyone owns a tattoo for stylish reasons of the self-belief. With this tattoo, we can identify this person has been missing or dead, or this person has to be identified. We can recently see in the newspapers that there will be a small catalog published that an unknown body been identified. These are the specific identification marks. This person has a mole or a tattoo, and the image of the tattoo will be presented with the suspected age, so that the relative or the people who might have known this person could appear and state that this person is so and so, and he has been my family or a friend for this many years. He has been missing for this many times. Unfortunately, he has been died, and all the remains they'll take it for the burial and scenario things, customary practices. And using these marks, how do we find? Everyone is unique. No two persons are exactly the same. Even though they are twins, they have the minor features such as fingerprint and everything differs to individualize the identity. So no two persons are going to have the same identity or same individuality is going to differ from person to person. Thus, the style, the handwriting, the voice tone, or the gesture, mannerism, practice, everything differs. The speech pattern. People have tongue issues, so they might not be able to spell certain words and spell certain words more perfectly than another. And the voice tone, vocal cord movement can be will help to identify this person through voice, handwritings, and birthmarks, as already said. And the skill, if the person is alive, these things what I said is if the person is alive and is well and is active or a presentable format, these things can be used to identify him. If he is dead or deceased or mutilated or burnt or skeletal remain, what shall we do? We can still determine the race and sex with the physical features that are present with them, the clothes they wear, the accessories they use like chains, metals, or whatever they are in, and already the implantation. The history of medical history could possibly aid in identifying this specific person, where he is from, or what he has done, or what he has undergone. So list of medical treatments could be helped to identify them. And if it is an unknown body, just a skeletal remain is pending with us. What we can do is scattered skeletal remain. The thing we can do is use the skeleton to find this person's identity. The jawline will help us identify the sex. If it is a narrow jawline, a strong jawline, it might be a male. And the head skull and the long bone, humerus bone will help us to identify whether it's a male or a female. The pelvic bone usually helps to identify whether it's a female or male. So these specific details of the bone structure can be identified. And to determine the age, with this skeletal remains, we can identify the same jawline, and whether it's a kid or an adult. Teeth, we have permanent teeth and temporary teeth, molars, which grows and wisdom tooth, which only goes to the adult. If there's a missing of wisdom tooth, or if there are one or two, we can identify that this person is between the age of 19 to 22, and as such, we can identify the age and gender. And if furthermore we can dig in with the DNA samples, with that we can get a approximate data, like what is the exact age of this person when he might have died, approximate age, approximate body scale, body strength, body analysis, race, sex. This data can be found from the DNA structure, but what we cannot find is the exact physical feature of this person. We might have a portraitable image with the current technology, a polygraphic image, and this might be the physical structure of the person, but not the exact physical feature. So thus we cannot identify just with the mere data. We need to correlate or compare with another missing person, or the person who has been presumed to be dead, a person who is to be gone for years and unidentified and is in upload. We can identify this so-and-so person might be this person and ask someone else to cross-check the DNA pattern. If a relative X is gone missing and he has a son Y, after 30 years they found a body and suspecting this might be X, relative of A, who is his father, then we can make a DNA test and check whether the DNA matches there. And all this search is presently possible with the current technology. Maybe with the movement of further technology, we might be able to get a physical structure or framework of the dead person itself. In our search, I've just expressed what are the importance in finding an identification. And identification helps in both civil and criminal cases. In case of civil cases, for succession and other details, for example, dissolution of marriage, unknown for 7 years or 20 years or dead. And on criminal cases, to identification of suspect, identification of dead, and it also aids in investigation, relating depending upon the case and the officer who has been investigating the case. And thus, I have presented about my topic, identification. I hope that's all clear. Thank you for listening.